Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Near Disney. It's the Wednesday show where us panel of local real estate experts get together and have a chat about everything that's going on in the market and news, all things 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. So before we dive into it, let's cue the scene song. Well, I hope the first month, the first chapter of 2026 has already, been off to a productive start. Time just keeps on ticking into the future, as
Yes, it
Steve
does.
Steve Miller said. But,
Mhm.
but hopefully, you are all flying like an eagle into into February, and we just want to continue our resolution to bring you the cool news about our awesome area of
Yeah.
Central Florida. It is a privilege to live here.
Yes, it
And
is.
before we dive into our articles, we got stuff about Universal Studios. We got awesome listings that are on the market. We've got real estate updates. Let's just introduce ourselves real quick as you all are jumping in the chat. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty here on Near Disney. They call me the Prince of Real Estate. And in the box beside me, we got
I'm Sue Coptia, also with Florida Motion Realty. And at Near Disney, they call me Aurora. I am Sleeping Beauty. It's really great to have everybody in tonight. Thank you.
awesome. So yeah, we're not just near to Disney, of course. We are near to all of the theme parks and attractions, and we like to share updates about them as well. So Universal Orlando announces new roller coaster to replace Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. And we always know that it's always bittersweet when these things go. Something cool is coming in, but something else has to go. And this ride has been around for quite a while, so about 15 years or so. Basically, I think it's already come to the California Universal, but Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift is making its way to Orlando as well. And it Intamin has worked on another roller coaster at Universal, such as Jurassic Park Velocicoaster and Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. So the people building this already have some clout in the Universal Park. The Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift will be coming sometime in 2027, I think. And basically, the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket Coaster that closed in August after 16 years of operation is what had to make way for it. So a 170-foot vertical spike. Geez, that is a steep climb and
Wow.
drop that will send you
I was
nearly
going to say,
17 stories in the air as a high thrill outdoor roller coaster with riders being able to experience the sensation of 360-degree drifting. So kind of providing you with some of the sensation for the amazing stunts that you see in the Fast and the Furious movies, maybe a little bit more exhilarating than even like the test track in Disney's Epcot. Um, and the funny thing is that this isn't Universal's first Fast and Furious attraction. Back in 2018, it opened Fast and the Furious Supercharged at the Universal Studios Florida and the San Francisco area of the park. The attraction is a motion simulator ride where guests hop on a party bus to celebrate with the characters from the film. So, I guess this is a franchise that's here to stay. Whether you love it or hate it, whether you think Vin Diesel and The Rock are cool or not, this is still has our culture by the grip, and it's going to continue to provide real life thrills that you can actually experience, not just watch on the big screen.
right.
So anyway, that's just something fun. We'll keep you updated on that as pictures come in, but always, want to show you whatever's new is coming to the area. And just kind of jumping into the real estate side of things, we wanted to share a new listing, a listing of ours that is something we're pretty excited about. This is now in a single family home that is 5 bedrooms in Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney, and it's in one of the more private and exclusive areas of the town, Lake Evelyn, a little pocket that's tucked away in sort of
Mhm.
the back door of the downtown area that people can walk along a lake and just go right into the downtown, easy walking distance. I'm going to throw up the video tour that we have to talk about it as I just share a little bit more about what makes it so special. Beautiful. So that
Very
is
nice.
thank you. That is
Mhm.
839 Lake Evelyn Drive in Celebration, Florida. 5-bedroom home, 3 full baths. And upstairs, you probably saw there was 4 bedrooms, including the primary, and then there was a little extra room that was for the like they were staging it as a nursery like room, but could be served any kinds of purpose. And then there was a bedroom on the first floor as well that was adjacent to a full bath. So that's great. This home has like just under 2,200 square feet and enjoys backing to conservation. So a lot of people like to like not open up their garage or walk in their back of the home and look into another neighbor, but to just see woods and forest. That's just conservation. So it's always going to be that beautiful view. They're not going to be tearing it down. And
Right.
the location's unbeatable, walkable to downtown Celebration with all its famous shops and restaurants and community events and festivals. Because when that stuff's going on, super fun. Parking can be a little bit of a nightmare when everyone wants in on the action. So when you live there, you can just walk it. That's a big lifestyle perk. So actually, Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, is going to be hosting an open house at this home of Lake Evelyn to on Friday at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. 839 Lake Evelyn Drive. She would be happy to meet you in person, especially if you
Mhm.
watch us. We always love to get shout outs from you guys, whether you call us or arrange showings with us or just visit our open houses. And just walk you through all the amazing updates and benefits, perks of this home. So Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And also, we'll be in there on Saturday as well, like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So get your chance to see it in person. This is offered for $979,000. So great advantages.
Mhm.
All right, and with that, I will throw it over to the next topic of interest, keeping things in the real estate sphere. So if I could just I have completely lost control of the stream deck.
That's okay. We always like hearing the theme song. It's always
I'm
good.
glad. I'm glad. Yeah, sometimes I do find myself whistling it. So this interesting update, they're saying that co-buying is rewriting home ownership and romance is no longer required. So we're seeing more and more people, according to this news update that are buying without being family or married or in a romantic bond, and that's probably they're saying that this is attractive because housing has become notoriously more expensive in the United States, especially for the younger generation.
Mhm.
People are co-buying homes with friends and family members, and a rise of co-buying between friends. And so, I guess in the past it would be like we've done things where you buy the home and then you want to help pay down your mortgage, and so you have a friend or just put out an ad so to have someone rent it so that
Mhm.
from you, or rent a room kind of thing. But that's assuming, of course, that you could buy the home in the first place.
Right.
But if you're just in a position where you can't even get the financing to put yourself in that position to rent it out, this is where people are actually partnering as friends to get into the home purchase situation together. And according to the National Association of Realtors 2025 profile, first time homebuyers consisted of 25% single women and 10% single men. So double single women are buying homes.
Hmm.
And while the share of married couples remained at 50%.
Okay.
Uh, Basically, in comparison, among all home buyers, 61% are married couples, 21% are single women, and 9% are single men. So those first time home buyers, huge portion women buying by
Mhm.
themselves. And that's interesting as well. I saw like over 60, like around 60% of like college degrees now are women. So like more college educated women than men, and now more single women buying homes than men. So women are claiming their stake in the modern world, it seems.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, I know that trend has been happening for women to, want to have their career all set before they, consider getting married, or if they're already married, consider having children. So, but that those numbers are proving exactly what I just said, that's, like you said, I think it's great. I wonder when the last time was that women had a higher percent, were the higher percentage of home buyers. So that'd be
Hmm.
interesting because it's more than double.
Yeah, yeah, that is very interesting to see that data. Um, I, purchased as a single, man myself, my first little place. But I guess I was in the minority. But there, maybe it would have been smarter just to roommate with a bunch of buddies and save up. But I don't know. I kind of like my independence. And this also reminds us here
Mhm,
of some information that we covered previously. The National Association of Realtors shared that the median age for buying a home for the first time was from 38 years old in 2024 to 40. That's like a historic high. So like the first time home buyers, like average age is 40 now. Uh, Basically, purchases made by first home buyers made up 21% of all buyers in 2025. So yeah, this is one way to get in. You don't have to necessarily be with your wife to be or your fiance or your spouse. Now, people are doing this maybe not even just to live it together, but also just taking advantage of it as like just a real estate investment opportunity if
mhm,
they see it with buddies. Because I don't know, the one thing that stands out to me as a potential oddness is that when you are with your relational partner, it's kind of like if you make that decision to sell, it comes kind of like you're on the same page because your life's going in the same direction at the same time, with your family.
mhm.
Whereas, like, I don't know, maybe you're ready to let go and you want to do something new with your life's investment, and maybe the buddy you bought in with is okay with keeping it. And so you kind of have to clash a little bit. You don't have that same lockstep in life that you might with a relational partner or your parent who just helped you buy it because they just want what's best for you.
Right.
So
Well, hopefully the relationship is solid enough that they can work it out, whether one wants to buy out the other one, or,
sure,
they just get on a plan to, make that able to happen. So, like you said, rent out that room, have somebody come in the place of the person who wanted to go ahead and leave and go on a different journey. So,
sure.
yeah.
Something to think about. We also want to show you the trends and the changes and the
Mhm.
shifts in purchasing habits and the market. Oh, Kim, thank you for commenting. Best realtor dream team ever. Oh, just buttering us up.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You are an awesome,
Yes,
awesome
she is.
dream member as well. So let me see. What else have we got here? I am really okay. Oh yeah. So interesting little update that I saw on just the status of buying homes with HOAs. This says that nearly 44% of homes carry HOA fees with the newest data, and so that is a fair chunk for when it comes to. And this is
Mhm.
nationally. We're not just this article is not just zeroing in on the Florida market, because I imagine maybe the Florida market might even be higher, because given how many of the communities here are managed that way.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, from Realtor.com, this share is up slightly, 43% point 6 and 25. But if you go back even just to 2019, that was only 34%. So that is HOAs are very much becoming like the new norm for neighborhoods dynamics. And basically, single family homes with HOAs tend to be larger and more expensive. Median size 2,300 square foot uh, per square foot, uh, compared with 1,818 and for without in HOA. And also, there is like a pricing factor to consider. I mean, I'm going to show you some more stuff about pros and cons, but if it's really just all about price for you, um, the median price of a home with an HOA is 450,000 compared to 374,900 for homes without one. So it does seem to significantly make a difference there. And
Mhm.
Realtor.com found the median HOA fee is $135, up from 125 last year, and even just 108 in 2019, comparing it to that year
Mm.
again. So the unfortunate thing about them is they do tend to go up, but at the same time, kind of so is everything nowadays.
Yep.
And man, okay. So as far as just kind of comparing, assessing whether an HO fee is worth it when you're considering your home purchase and weighing the benefits that they provide and how they align with your lifestyle and financial situation. There are going to be regular payments that you make along with all of your neighbors. You always have something in common to talk about. You know, the weather, your health, and your HOA. You know, this it's a built-in conversation topics for commonality. Maintenance and landscaping. They're supposed to offer a benefit by upkeeping the
Mhm.
maintenance in many cases, and amenities, offering you something to do, and more, things
Mhm.
for you to bond over with those neighbors while you complain about the HOA. Pools, gyms, clubhouses are very common. A lot of times they offer security, whether it's a gated
Mm.
community or just surveillance systems in general. Utilities for common areas, costs for streetlights, water, sewage, garbage collection. Sometimes other utility bills can be thrown in there, and a reserve fund, saving for future repairs and unexpected costs. You're
Mhm.
all pitching in together for a rainy day. Benefits can be like it is well maintained, uh, gives you access to those cool amenities. Maybe you didn't buy a pool home that wasn't in your budget, but it still gives you a way to have a really quick commute to utilize a pool that you didn't have to
Mhm.
plunk down like $20,000 to build, but maybe just a little bit like that $100 a month or a quarter in some cases.
Mhm.
Conflict resolution, mediate disputes among residents, and predictability. It's like a predictable cost for that maintenance. It's just like sometimes, like especially if you're in like a condo or a townhouse, it's like that condo fee, kind of like an HOA, is taking care of the exterior and the roof. So it's kind of like home insurance. It's like this fixed, like, okay,
Mhm.
pay $100 a month, and if the roof craps out on our building, then that's just going to be paid for out of that. Rather than if you didn't have that, and then all of a sudden you're just like on the hook for like a $20,000 roof or
Or
something
more.
to replace. Yeah, even because sometimes you're replacing it not because a hurricane happened to you, but just because it's old and you want to
Mhm.
do insurance. And of course, the drawbacks, which everyone likes to sing louder than the benefits. Additional costs, adding monthly payments. Maybe you don't even use that pool and that you're paying for it. What's that about? Rules, oh, they care what I paint my door or what plants I plant in my yard or how tall my bush is in comparison to my fence. Some people like that orderly, helps property values be maintained if everything's
Mhm.
uniform and well kept. Whereas like some people just like, I just want to do my own thing and not care what other people do. And of course, the potential for increases, like they can spike those things, and it's not very often that they come down, but they do sometimes come down.
Sometimes they do. Well,
So
one of the other benefits are, especially with a lot of the retirement homes, they are offering things like, well, not just your personal yard maintenance, but they offer, like usually a gig of internet, cable, things like that. That if you add kind of those up together, sometimes that can total $200 or $300 a month.
sure.
So that's something, and that's again something like Elijah was saying. We talk to you about, we get down into the weeds, so to speak, about the individual HOAs of anywhere that you would be considering to move. And we get the history of their financials so that you can see the increases over the years. And, if it's a new community or a newer community, sometimes that doesn't, give you as much info as you'd like because nobody can predict the future. But yeah, but that's what we're here for. Things like that. And HOAs can be a little, overwhelming to navigate if you don't have somebody alongside you, like one of the fabulous dream team members. Two of them not here at the moment, two of them on the screen. So we're all here to to help you. So
Yeah, that's a good point. And yeah, even like if you're in a town like Celebration, Florida, like it's not even just about what they're doing for your lawn and your roof and your pool and stuff, but even like sometimes they'll put on really fun, cool community events,
yeah. Hmm.
festivals and stuff that like bring everybody together, that the
Yep.
funds going to that. So everyone kind of gets a vote ideally and a say on that. For how those funds are being allocated. And those should be very publicly available
Yes.
information. So vote for good people, not just whoever had the nicest looking sign in the yard of someone that you drove by. Get to do a little research there. And so I just want to throw it over to this article or this topic that you sent, Sue. If you want to go into what this graphic's all about.
Yeah, I've actually had the pleasure of taking several different clients to some new home communities, and I'm going to give a shout out to MI Homes because they build a beautiful home. And what I wanted to highlight about that is they do have a community in Winter Garden. There is one in Apopka. There is one in Orlando that I've recently been to. That's not the only ones around here. But what I've been really pleased to see, and this seems to be a trend now, is people are looking for a little bit, they don't want like acreage necessarily, but they're looking for a little bit larger lot. They want to be in a neighborhood, they want to be in that, have that community feel, but they don't necessarily want to be able to, borrow a cup of sugar from the side window of their home without leaving their home. And not to say, I mean, some people love that. That's why there's so many communities with so many features, because there's so many people with so many features, and everybody likes a little something different. But what we're seeing is the desire for space, privacy, lifestyle is kind of redefining a lot of what Central Florida real estate desire is. Larger lots, it's kind of becoming a new standard. Especially if you're looking in new construction, when you find out that those are available, it really does. It makes the competition for some of the other communities, and also the competition for someone who's looking for a private lot to just purchase and then contract with an individual builder to build their home, because you can get a lot of little customized things going on if you build a home with a neighborhood community from the ground up. They won't let you move walls and things like that, but there's an awful lot to choose from as far as updating, upgrading, and just adding those personal touches that that make it your home. A lot of people are choosing land over square footage. In other words, more land, maybe less square footage on the home. And that desire, and actually that outdoor desire for living in your yard, in your pool, in your garden, everything outside that's available. Because once again, we are, 9, 10, almost 11 months out of the year. You can just soak up that sunshine, even if it's been cold lately, right? It's been really chilly, but the sun has been out, and that's just even a huge benefit. Even if it's cold, it's much better to have that sun out than to deal with clouds and gloomy and all that good stuff.
Made a big difference this afternoon, that's for sure.
Yes, it did. It definitely did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for sharing that. I kind of like the idea of yard space myself. I romanticize that a bit, especially if you have animals or, kids who want that play space, and you want them to take it outside, please. Like, just don't. I want to hear the warring and the swords clashing inside all the time.
Yes, I don't want your outside voice inside anymore. Get out.
That's right. So to give you an outside to go to with these lots. So yeah, I agree. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please, if you enjoy this content, we'd love you to hit the like button or hit the subscribe. We do multiple streams a week. In fact, I just went out today to do some shooting at this business that just opened up in the Kissimmee area. I mean, right outside of Celebration by Old Town. This is a cat cafe. It is so amazing in there. I just can't wait for you to see it. We're going to try to have the video extensive walkthrough available this Friday, when we do like the Friday show at 1:30. Normally we go live, but yeah, stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button and you'll catch those notifications, because this is just such a cool experience to get, and incredibly good coffee and incredible atmosphere, and some really, like they say, exotic cats. They're like personal residents that you can go off into a specialized lounge area and just hang out with and get a chance to adopt beautiful kittens too. So you got to see it to believe it. And so I just can't wait for you to see the footage that we shot and the interviews with the people who were so passionate about opening this business. So
did they have kittens today?
Oh yeah, they were.
Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't
several
go then.
adorable little kittens that were
my
so
goodness.
sweet and playful. They're just rolling all over each other and rubbing up on you.
Do they have adult cats too?
Oh yeah. They
adoption?
got like permanent resident cats that aren't up for adoption, that are like the owner's babies, and they're beautiful beasts, and they're all so well socialized and friendly. So yeah, I can't wait for you to see it. Maine Coon Manor. It was a real treat to go there, and I can't wait for you all to see it. With that, we still hit the 30-minute mark, even though it was just the two of us this time, though we didn't have some of the rest of the crew. And thanks for watching. I think we got to every comment, but of course, if you didn't get a chance to comment, or if there's just something more intricate you want to talk to us about, our phone numbers are on the screen here. You can please get in touch with us with any real estate questions, thinking about buying, thinking about selling in that 25-mile radius, Cinderella's Castle, any communities you want to know more about. That's what we're here for. Can help find that glass slipper fit for you, so to speak, or help your place be the fit for someone else. So we got it all. And all right, I think we'll text us anytime, call, and we'll throw it over to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us out. Take care.
Good night.
No, wrong one.
Make sure that you subscribe and like, so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.